Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode of Acronymic Adventures, the Guild campaign. I am your host, DM Chaos, and I am a little bit sick, so if my voice sounds different, that is why. But, welcome, everybody. We appreciate you all showing up. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. If it's not your first time, welcome back. For those of you that have missed an episode and want to get caught up, you can check out our YouTube channel, which has all of our episodes on it. Also, if you want to catch up on our sister campaign on there, which is under Castles and Calamities, you can catch the Acronymic Adventures campaign, or not the Tales to Tell Us campaign, which is run on Tuesday by DM Order, or in this game, he goes by Ali. Um, But on that note, let's check and see what happened last time. We've been gone for a couple weeks because of the holiday, but um, who would like to start and give us a recap? Let's let the fate of chaos decide, and that is Saltak.
Gotcha. I gotta pull up my recap just because I gotta remind myself of which parts were from which session. It's been a minute.
Totally fair.
Yep. So we had just finished the haunted tower where we defeated the Will-O-Wisp and met that devil that gave us some of our magic items back. So we then continued traveling down the um in the Badlands. Um, I think this was after we Oh yeah, and then we ended up finding a Titan, um, that is the last of his lineage of his house that he once belonged to. So he just wanders Heptagonia, recovering any lost pieces of his history, and he agreed to us to give us a quest that if we were to do the last rites on the remains of an old friend of his that died at the Goblin camp, that he would repay us by helping us whenever we're in need, and we could just like pray to him or whatever, and he'd show up. Um, we ended up wandering through. I think that was the same session where we found that old man that had an encounter with the Dark Phoenix or something like that. And he was like displaced out of time or something when he was separated from his village and ended up passing away in the morning. And then I think there wasn't anything after that. We ended up making it back to the Goblin camp, and we found out they've been doing their best to rebuild and repopulate their civilization since the collapse of Heptagonia. And after we got there and blessed the corpse like we promised, they asked us to help escort a few of the women in their camp who are part of these arranged marriages to send them over to another village nearby in order to assist with getting this civilization of Goblinkin back up to where they were. And I think that's all we did since then. We had a little feast and stuff like that, and we were just getting ready to head out in the morning, I think.
Awesome. For clarification, the girls aren't in arranged marriages, they are just looking for husbands.
Oh,
So your job is to go help them find husbands. They
gotcha.
recommended the village next door, or the next village over, which is on the other side of the volcano.
Yeah, I
Um,
couldn't I couldn't remember if it was an arranged marriage or what. All I know is they
yeah,
did agree to it at the very least.
yeah. They are looking to do what's best for the tribe and bring strong fighters back to fill the ranks
Hmm.
of the tribe. Um, All right. Does anybody else have anything they would like to add, subtract, multiply, or divide from that recap?
We also were able to get some armor and at least like one piece of armor and one piece of weaponry for each of us, thanks to the hobgoblins. So
That's right. And they gave me a little piece of mithril,
yeah, that too.
and we were
Oh
gonna
yeah.
thinking about experimenting on it.
Which you had never seen before
Yeah, it's
or
a
even
new
heard
metal
about.
for us.
It was found by Dargit and the dwarven smith. Yeah, I think we were able to determine the make, not we like the underlying alloy in mithril because I wrote it down, but we didn't figure out the exact composition. But we figured out mithril is a combination of silver, steel, and adamantine.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
So trial and error 100 times.
All right. All right. Well, with that, let's pick back up. So, you guys are given two carts to help with your transport. Uh, one covered, one uncovered. And you're given 4 horses, 2 horses for each cart. Um, after everybody says their goodbyes, I
So
assume you guys head out shortly after that.
just to double check, it's 2 horses per cart, so we have 4 horses.
Yes, yeah, there's 4 horses, yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So, is there anything else you guys want to discuss before you head out, or anything like that?
Nothing
No,
that
I'm
I
good.
can think of.
Yeah, I
All right.
think we're good to go.
Looks like Bracelet's popping in, so let's give him a second to catch up. All right, Bracelet, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, perfect. We're getting ready to head out. I was just telling the group, you guys got 2 carts, one covered, one uncovered, and 2 horses each to pull the carts. Is there anything else you guys wanted to discuss or anything before you left? Tony and Randall are staying as a reminder.
I am good to go.
Would they have any like parchment paper and extra ink for making maps in the area?
They don't have parchment, but they would have hide that you could write on,
That would work.
and they would give you oil pencils.
That would also work. Boudica, you're the one who's you have expertise in it, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll hand you the hide and the pencil.
Sweet. It's perfect. Protocol up to the group. Everybody all packed up? Everybody all ready?
I as ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
I mean, we don't have that much stuff, so you know.
This is true.
Good point.
All right. Who would like to be the first one to roll a D100?
Oh, oh, never mind. He Waffles has a saddle already. He has a nice saddle.
Yeah, he's got the king saddle.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll roll. Pray that we don't kill us. D100. 5.
Okay. You guys get murdered as soon as you walk out of the thing. Game over.
Oh shit.
I'm just
Well,
kidding.
time for the next game.
Nice knowing
All
you
right.
guys.
No, actually. You guys barely make it out. I'm gonna actually pop off this map for a second. Let's go to the world map. Goblin Village is here.
Oh, would you
You
ping it
guys
again? I think my
hang on.
inventory's there. Thank you. Where the bones are.
on the right hand side, yeah.
Okay.
You guys just crossed through the mountains. Nothing major happens. It takes a day. You guys rest, and just as you get into the lava fields, right when you're coming in, is where we're gonna pick up. Just so you guys know where you are location wise.
Okay.
On the world map. You're coming through a canyon, and you guys, you can put yourselves on the map down here at this end.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll be right here. Actually, how's my animal handling? I don't want to be the. Okay, it's not bad.
Um. All right.
And those are the ugly goblins, right?
Yes, the ugly goblins.
The more humanish.
Yeah.
Which at this point it's been a day. You have learned all of their names. I went over them with some people beforehand, but I will go over them all with you real quick. This one is Slicia.
Does she slice things?
This one is Fra. This one is Roix. This one is Feels. This one is Slorzia. And this one is LT.
LT?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hang out with Slorzia.
Yeah, you learn the other 5 all carry weapons. She does not.
Slorzia is weaponless.
Yes.
Does he carry herself like a martial artist?
No.
Okay.
She seems to be the dainty one. The rest of them kind of fawn over.
Hmm.
Like,
Which
they
one?
make sure she's the only one that never has to ride in the uncovered wagon. They always make sure she's in the covered wagon.
Interesting.
Which one
Is
is
there
Slorzia has privilege.
This
is
one.
there did we find out if there's a reason for that?
Do you guys ask?
I would.
that? We're
Is
nosy.
she like the chieftain's daughter?
No, you find out she actually is one of the few in the tribe that shows magic potential, so she
Hmm.
has the ability to become a shaman,
Oh,
or
That's
what they
cool.
would consider a
Druid
shaman.
then, or
You actually figure it's probably actually some type of sorceress nature.
mm,
Um, but she's doesn't use her magic, and you know it's not like Gwen's where it's explosive.
interesting.
gotcha.
To protect the shaman. Got it.
But the rest of them are some type of fighter or ranger. You figure from talking to them and the way they move and the weapons they carry. But everybody roll a perception check, including Waffles.
Come on, Waffles, roll high.
Does Waffles have any advantage for sniffing or?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
really know.
I don't have any specifics on Waffles. We should probably make him a card just because, I don't. Is Triceratops a thing?
Triceratops has stats on D&D Beyond.
Like the more basic dinosaurs usually do.
All right. Well, I didn't add him yet.
Waffles is not basic.
I rolled a 2.
At the
The
moment, he's just
More
rolling a
well-known
d20.
dinosaurs. I should
Okay,
say.
well, he did better than me. Whatever he has +2, he rolled a 19.
All right, and these are basic draft horses. So perception's wisdom.
Yeah.
All right, horses suck. Um. All right.
Waffles has a +0, but he still did better than me.
Ali, you feel it first, then Waffles, and then Gwen. The ground's shaking, not in a natural way.
Oh,
At this point, also, you would know this canyon you're coming down is the one coming down from it's like a pass coming down. Um, the only point behind you that you know of that's clear is over a mile back, and you cannot quite see what's ahead of you because there's kind of a bend up here. And these walls are about 50 feet high, so they're not going to be something you can easily scale while moving the carts.
Should we let it?
Alert the group. Like, guys, I feel like something. The ground's shaking in an unnatural way. I'm gonna try to scout ahead.
I was gonna say, do you want to send Marshmallow or unnamed Raceland creature?
Waffles
Moonin?
hisses.
Waffles doesn't want to go.
I mean, Ollie could probably fly up and look.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But we may need to figure out some type of plan. This place is really not good for maneuverability, but let me try to scout ahead and see if there's anything we should be worried about.
If you give the the run symbol, we'll turn around and try and go back the mile to the safe zone. that
The
we
rest
found.
of you start feeling the ground shaking. Whatever it is coming closer, and it's coming from in front of you.
When it's shaking, is it like shaking in a pulse, like if something heavy was walking?
Yes, and it's walking quickly.
And it's
Okay.
walking quickly.
If nothing else, let's get the carriages over to as close to the wall as we can.
Yeah, I think that's a smart idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to scout ahead, and if it's something that I can, well, I don't know if we want to distract anything or not, but let me scout ahead.
Are you bringing the carriages over to the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll probably let the girls know maybe to hop out and take cover. Because if
Okay.
nothing else, we can yeet the horses and tell them to go, and then they'll attack whatever that is.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Sorry.
Okay. Ollie, when you go around the corner, you pause. I'm going to move you over one square. As you see something large and roll a wisdom save to not panic.
Oh no.
14.
Dang.
Okay, DC was 12, so you don't panic, but you do see a fire giant in full armor walking straight towards the group. And walking quickly and seeming to be on a mission.
Does the giant see me since I'm flapping in the air?
It kind of looks at you but doesn't acknowledge you. It seems to actually, after a minute, it walks past you and seems to ignore you.
Good. I'm gonna rush really quickly, fly over, and warn everyone that there's a fire giant coming.
All right. Well, let's.
Um.
If he walks past you,
Yeah.
maybe he'll walk past us.
Yeah. Hopefully.
If it
Look
seems
small. Look like a tree. Everybody look like a tree.
Everyone look like a tree. I use
yeah,
a minor illusion to look like a tree, a 5-foot tall tree.
Boudica stands there with her arms out. Like a tree.
Like a tree.
Oh god. We're gonna die.
shit.
Uh-oh, it stopped.
You're on mute, DM.
Well, that explains why you're not listening.
Oh.
Doing what I
That's
say.
Damn,
why, like,
I bet
watching
you said
We
something
thought it
super
was just
cool.
this big suspenseful,
No,
like,
I-
dun.
I was describing what was happening and nobody said
Oh.
anything. I was like, you guys have
Well-
all seen saw the Titan. This thing is at least as big as that. And it seems to be walking with a purpose towards you. You can all roll a nature check to see what you know about fire giants. Which explains why nobody did anything when I said that.
Nature.
If I was on mute.
Gotcha.
Goddamn, Gwen.
I know nature.
Yeah,
You
Gwen
are
knows
I
free.
don't
nature.
know nature. If it was history, I'd be good, but not nature.
I'm a tree.
Okay. All of you know giants are big and fire giants are like in the middle of the pack as far as size. Raceland, Gwen, and Ali, you would know this thing is bigger than it should be. Or at least your perception of what it should be compared to what you know of fire giants.
Out of curiosity, since Gwen
Hold on.
has
Just hold on a second. Gwen, you would know this one is probably more the size of a storm giant.
Big guy.
Okay, now go ahead, Raceland.
since Gwen has divinity, if would he be able to recognize that something like that had divinity if it was like some sort of god of giants?
She has a higher chance of recognizing them if she's checking for it than the rest of you guys, but not. She doesn't outwardly. It's not like
takes one to one.
it's not like in Highlander where they get the quickening
Tingle.
tingles. Yeah,
Okay, no tingling. Gotcha.
there's no. You can be only one.
You can know only.
Did he just sort of stop in front of us, or is he still going? Is he walking towards us?
He's actively walking towards you guys right now.
Walking towards or just walking past? Like,
When he gets about here, he stops and looks over the group and does start walking towards you, specifically towards Saltek.
Mm?
At least he's not looking like mean.
Yes.
He looks at you and looks at your ghoul.
Oh,
And deals
30's a good
29
hit.
points of damage as he smashes it with his sword.
Yeah,
Damn.
that kills it. What was that for?
He turns and looks at the rest of you and just nods once and then turns like he's gonna walk back.
Fucking
Doesn't like
asshole! I don't
undead.
have Onyx to revive it.
Hey,
He killed the undead in his territory. That's so
What
funny.
the fuck?
that's the reason.
He's like, I saved
hey,
Is
you.
he's a paladin, isn't he?
He's about
You
to.
just sensed it somewhere.
Did you say what you just said out loud?
I only said the in his accent where I was like, "Why would you do that?" But no, I didn't say asshole.
What language did you say it in?
Common.
He stops and turns and looks at you, and he's like, "No undead in the valley."
Mm.
In pure, perfect common.
Very well, but that's a tall order in the Badlands.
yeah, I was gonna say there was a lot of it here when we were here before.
Not in the Flame Valley. We keep the Flame Valley pure.
I know. Okay.
What are you doing going through Valley? He's stopped at this point. He's looking at you. He's like, "What are you doing going through Valley?"
Just need to pass
We're
through.
passing through to another village.
Yeah, trying to get through the other side.
Do we have safe passage, sir?
He stops and he sniffs the air and he comes back over to Saltek.
What?
And he gets down very close to you. Like he kneels down and like gets down to eye level with you and
Yeah.
he sniffs you.
Uh.
He's like, "You have strange metal on you. What is it?"
Some strange new alloy that I've never seen before. The
May I
Goblin
s-
Kin gave it to me as a gift.
May I see it?
Mm. He's totally gonna
Yes,
steal your
very
shit.
well.
You show him and he takes it and to him it's a pebble. He picks it
Yeah,
up
it's
and
like
looks at it
tiny.
and he sniffs it and he kind of licks it and he's like, and he hands it back to you and he's like, "Would you all like to come with me? I will repay for your servant, but I think Recog would like to know what that metal is."
That sounds like fun.
If we have the time to spare, do any of you object to this? And I gesture to the goblins.
They all look very defensive. But then um Slorzia looks and goes, "We should go with him to learn more about this metal." And the
Indeed.
rest of them just kind of shrug and say, okay.
Listen to your shaman.
And he's like, come, follow.
Let's go.
He stops again, like up here, and he goes, wait. Wooden carriage, tiny tree person, horses. He turns and you see him start to. He pulls out an object and starts to cast a spell through it. Does anybody resist?
I
Can I
mean-
try to figure out what the spell is as an arcane cleric?
You
Gonna
can
make
roll an
sure you're
Arcana
not-
check.
Touching on fire.
I assume that, but just want to make sure. 21. And then
Yep.
rolled a 29, not 20.
Yep, you and
Okay.
Saltek both know he is casting Firewalk,
Ooh.
Yeah, obviously.
which allows you to pass through fire without receiving damage. And it also, he casts it, it takes effect on your cart and your horses as well.
Nice.
He seems satisfied, puts back whatever, it was like a golden rod that he was holding.
Mm.
Seems satisfied, nods, puts it back in his armor, and continues to walk.
Yeah, we follow him, I guess.
All right, you guys walk for about 3 hours. He leads you through a small tunnel at one point. Well, small to him. He has to crouch. For you guys, it's just a massive cave.
Mhm.
But eventually,
Whoa.
he leads you to a lava plain where this structure is in the middle.
Yo.
That's pretty crazy looking.
Is that number 3?
Number 3.
What you had me and Saltec vote on?
No.
Oh.
Number 3 was a picture of him, actually.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
His armor does it cool.
Yeah, it was like 3 cool pictures of them and just a generic gray unpainted mini of a fire giant.
By the way, DM, would we be able to catch his name?
He does, as you're walking, I'm assuming at least Gwen would ask what his name was. And he does tell you his name is Irog.
Irog.
I-R-O-G.
Irog. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
He just nods and invites you guys inside.
So this giant inside hand, is it also is it an architectural choice, or is it the hand of something that used to be even more giant?
Roll a
That's a good question.
investigation check.
Okay. Okay. I am not great at that.
It's hard to tell because it seems to be made out of lava rock. So it's
Also,
hard.
she's
So you don't know. Looking at it, it's hard to tell. Would you ask?
yeah, because I
Okay.
mean, Gwen doesn't have inside thought. Just
That's fair.
everything's an outside thought.
No filter.
He would tell you that it is the hand of the first fire giant.
Whoa.
Wow.
And homie's walking into it.
That's going in the book. That's metal.
Jesus.
Saltec, roll a history check.
Actually, I'm gonna keep it inside thought. She almost says it out loud, like, "Man, you guys really shrunk," but she does keep that one inside.
Recap inspiration for that.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
That's a
Shoot.
2 in a row, both intelligence based.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll figure out what that does in a minute.
Congrats, Saltec.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
congrats, dude.
You would know. You would remember hearing that this place existed. It's one of those places that people know it's there, but nobody is allowed to visit without the fire giant's permission. You pause when he says that, and even pause your step for a second, because you realize the name he said earlier also clicks in your head. Recog, and you fill in the rest of his name. Recog the Unburned, the forge caller for the fire giants, possibly considered the greatest smith in the world.
So he's the head smith of the
Of all the
best
fire
smithing
giants.
race in the world. Damn.
Yes.
That's he's impressed by my little mithril coin.
And this guy wants to and this guy is just one of the guards in the area, but he seems to think that this mithril is something that they're going to want to know about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Ali,
I bet
our
Ollie's
smith.
drooling.
That's a good person to get on in good graces with.
Absolutely.
And yeah, you would also know the first of the giants. There was, as just a history thing, before the eras, the race of men, before the elves, so about 150,000 years plus back, before men first walked on Heptagonia. When the giants came to the world, each of the giant species, the first one to arrive would have been the size of this comparison.
Wow.
They would have been like titanic gods. And then from themselves they split off and created the race of their people.
Is it known, or even like in any kind of mythology, where they first came from? Or is that like too far
There's
back?
a lot of rumor, but nobody knows for sure because it's just so far back.
Right. Okay.
This is it's one of those creationist stories that every tribe has their own telling of it. Even amongst the giants, you would know the fire giants have their version, the stone giants have their own version, but they all agree that the first giants born, that they did tear themselves apart to create the first of their species.
Gotcha.
That's insane.
Yeah, that is some cool lore right there.
So he does eventually lead you in, and when you get in, you guys came in from this side, we'll
Okay.
say. You do notice walking around all over. That's on the map player. That should not be on the map player. Walking around all over the place are these little dwarf-looking people. And they are walking around, moving things, carrying stuff. Irog is with you.
Well, they're the same species as Irog, but smaller.
No. These are what they look like.
Do they seem to be constructs?
They do not.
Uh,
They that
the, I kind of have an idea who they are, but wonder if Ali would know that these are what they are. Can I roll
Yeah.
a nature check?
you can roll a nature or history.
I think I might know what you're
Definitely
talking
do
about
history
too.
then. 22.
Or arcana. Actually,
Oh.
any of the three for anybody that wants to roll.
Gwen
Let me
thinks
get my
a
third
dwarf and a
nat
fire
20.
giant had a baby.
Oh my gosh, almost. Holy shit.
All right. Gwen, you're not actually that far off per se,
Wait.
but these are Azer. These are an elemental fire creature.
What are they called?
Azer, Azer. You would know they are basically a fire elemental that develops a dwarf-like shell of metal around themselves, and they take on the form of a dwarf. But they often would be seen working with fire giants, and when fire giants attack, they often use them to supplement in their armies. But they are an elemental at the end of the day. But they are also amazing forgers. And Azer were the ones who originally taught the dwarves how to forge.
Are they like a sentient elemental still?
They are, and they do speak.
Gotcha. Okay.
However, if you don't speak primordial, you don't understand what they're saying.
Tongues.
Mostly they're chattering to themselves like, we need more copper. Get the iron. Need more coal for the fires. Get more coal.
Ali
I don't
actually
have
speaks
tongues, but I am.
primordial, so he can actually understand them without a spell.
And you know they're speaking Ignan, but with primordial or Ignan, you can understand them.
Saltec is bugging you guys so much to get all the details and then write them down.
I'll cast it again on you as well,
Oh,
so you can
okay.
hear.
Gotcha. I didn't know you could do that.
Yep. It's just touched, so it's on anybody.
Sweet.
Gwen, even with this protection in here, roll a con save.
A little
Right,
hot
you
for plant people.
feel yourself drying out, and you feel the leaves in your hair starting to crisp.
I was already in fall mode because I was so dry.
Dang.
Uh, uh, Irog tells you to wait here, and he goes this way, and he walks off, and he leaves. And about 5 minutes later, you hear him coming back. And he brought another giant with him.
Yeah,
Who
that looks pretty cool too.
is smaller than him, actually. As he gets closer, you see this one is much older. And as you look closely at him, he has no eyes. Well,
Oh,
He has
the
no
blind
normal.
smith.
He has no normal eyes. His eyes seem to be just burning fire, like hot coals in there.
He's such a badass. I want to be his friend.
I know.
He walks over to you and goes, "Welcome, small ones. My guard says that you possess a rare alloy, unlike any that I may have seen before. Can I
Saltek
please
bows to
examine
him.
it?"
Yeah, Saltek bows to him and says, "Indeed, and it surely must be quite rare and valuable if it even supersedes your expertise, from what I hear." And he passes him the small piece of mithril.
He'll take it, but he does brush against you as he does. What was your creator's name again?
Thoric.
He pauses when he touches you and goes, "Oh, you're one of Thoric's creations. I remember meeting with him to teach him how to melt the metal to make you."
You've met Thoric?
Yes, he came to me with his idea, and he needed to learn how to melt magic items while retaining their magic quality. And that
Incredible.
was a project we worked on for a decade or so.
I had no idea. I knew he was a, obviously a remarkable craftsman. Didn't. I always thought the magic items were melted down out of simply necessity. I didn't know he chose to do that.
Well, it was the easiest way to maintain the power and the structure for you to function.
I see.
He's talking. He's talking. He's answering your questions, but he is looking at the little piece of metal.
Mm-hmm.
He does the same thing. He kind of takes it, looks at it, smells it, licks it.
Why do they smell and lick it? Is it like a synesthesia thing, or do they like?
Because it tastes great,
La la la
obviously.
la.
You would guess that for them it's probably like Saltec where they can actually taste, because fire giants are somewhere between a giant and a fire elemental. They're kind of this bridge between the two planes.
Very much tied to that
And
element.
that for them they may actually have the ability to taste what a metal is and analyze it that way.
Interesting.
Um, he looks at it for a second and hands it back to you and goes, "Do you know who created this?"
It was given to me by a goblin who I believe bartered it from a dwarven blacksmith by the name of oh gosh, I'm trying to remember as a player what the name was. It was
Dargeddon.
Darganan? Darganan, I believe.
It was Dargaden the Dwarven Smith, the
Oh,
author
okay.
of The Science of Metals.
Saltek would probably retain that even though I can't, so he
Uh,
will say that to him.
he looks at you and goes, "Fascinating."
Very much so.
He finally figured it out. He also came here on the start of his quest, but I had no answer for what he was looking for I did not know if a combination of metals that would do what he was looking for.
Really, and I've been told that it's called mithril, but I'm unaware of the functions behind it. What does it do?
Mithril. That's a good name for it because its use was a myth.
A very apt
His
name.
quest was to create a metal that you could wear plate armor and it would feel as light as if you were wearing leather armor, but still be as strong as plate armor.
I see.
To make a weapon that you could take a battle axe and be able to swing it with one hand as easily as one does a dagger or a hatchet.
Hmm.
Bodica's soaking all this in.
Are you guys in a hurry?
Not at all. This
I,
is
I, I,
fascinating.
I, look
I
at that. I
mean-
mean, they need to get to the city and get married, but I don't think that that's necessarily a like tomorrow thing. What do you determine as hurry or not hurry? Are we talking like a couple of days, a week, a month, 6 years, a
Well,
century?
Jesus Christ. A century.
I have the silver and steel to replicate this mixture, but I don't have any adamantine. But we would need to go down and get it from the mines. However, those mines are too small for me to send IROG in there, and they are currently infested, and the creatures in there are chasing the Azer out. But if you would be willing to escort one of the Azer down there and clean out the mine for me, I would be willing to show you how to replicate this metal,
Wait,
give you
Celtic.
amount of it, and as well as make you the first piece of armor ever made from this.
Oh!
Oh,
That
I
Wow.
would be honored,
That'd
and
be pretty
I
hardcore.
think this would be a wonderful agreement, considering the benefit it could cause.
to teach me how to smith mithril.
Done. Done.
Celtic, would you ask him what it's infested with?
That is a good
A little-
point, Raceland.
Oh yeah.
What do you know? What kind of creature is infesting your mines?
Yes, it is the worst type of creature to have in a mind.
Rats.
Rats
Rust
are
monster.
a bummer.
Rust's monsters.
Rust monster.
Fuck.
Well, I'm good.
I'm not sure if Raceland knows what a Ross monster is.
Technically, can't they only rust ferrous metal? Would that not count in an adamantium mine?
Yes, but the Azer have a shell of it, and if they melt the outside shell, the fire inside them leaks out and they die.
Oh,
What are you
Gotcha.
made of, Saltac?
that's sort of a mix of a lot of different metals. I'm not sure if he would technically have a lot of steel, because if it's antiquity and there's like really old weapons, I don't know. I never really crossed
we
that
know-
bridge.
Do we know? If
Yeah, but this is the time we need to cross that bridge.
Yeah.
It is. You're right.
Do we know if rust monsters are able to rust magical items? Because then Raceland is a magical. Is made
They
out of
wouldn't.
magic.
They do not rust magical items. That's
So then, yeah, his.
Oh,
metal
so I would be
fine.
safe.
right.
Yeah.
But the
I guess
Uh,
that probably would make sense for Saltec to study into, because that probably would be pretty scary to hear about something that can just touch you and dissolve you.
So, like, can't you just put, like, a little magical boobity boop onto the outer casing of the Azer? Like,
yes, but they constantly shed that layer as they grow.
See.
Question. Best way to destroy a rust monster?
It's a bug.
Um,
Squish it.
From what I understand, they're not
Oh.
very dangerous, not very resilient, but they simply have a dangerous ability.
Bodica, roll a history check.
Celtic, ask him how big the bugs are. They're bigger than us.
15.
They're
You
not
would know.
that big.
Yeah, the rust monsters are actually considered weak monsters. What makes them dangerous is they can destroy non-magical metals just by touching them.
Gosh, me
Oh.
dagger.
So it's like if
So-
you don't land a
Just
clean
got
blow
you
and it
fixed again.
destroys your sword, then now you have no sword.
Right. And that's normally where people get trapped. The other thing you would know, Bodica with the 15, is Umber Hulks use them as like a front line when attacking. So
Mm.
getting attacked by something that can dissolve your armor, dissolve your weapon, and then having Umber Hulks come up and around you and start attacking you, that's where most people end up getting killed by rust monsters, is not the actual rust monster themselves.
Gotcha. Bracelet, if something should happen to your dagger, the robe has 2 extras in it.
Well, that's a relief at least. We happened to pick up a sword, didn't we? I don't normally use one, but maybe for this. If I'm going to lose something, I'd rather lose the sword than the dagger.
Who grabbed the sword?
Pulp heroes and comic book heroes.
Well, you guys also did have the option to get any weapon or an armor piece made, so I assume you guys got
I got a
whatever
bow.
you needed. Um,
Hey guys, welcome back to
Oh,
Comic TV World.
Igor,
We've got Comic
or
Blood.
Irog
If you're new
walks
to
over and
the
goes,
channel, don't
"Oh,
forget to hit that subscribe button
yes,
so you don't miss out on
I
future
was supposed to
videos. Today, we're
compensate
taking a
you
look at
for
the difference between pulp
um,
heroes and comic book heroes. First,
squishing
before we
your
get into that,
creature
let's answer the
earlier."
question, what are pulps? The short answer is that
And
pulps
he
are
he hands
inexpensive
Saltec
fiction magazines that were published from 1896 up through the 1950s on cheap wood pulp.
to him it's
The
in
tips
between
are
his
128
fingers, and he sets
pages
it in
at
your
7
hand,
inches wide by 10 inches tall, with
and
very
to you
ragged
it's a
and
diamond
blunt
the size of a
edges.
golf
The
ball.
long answer, however, is that
Whoa.
also they were very low quality.
That's pretty
lyrics.
good.
The first
Is
was
that what we
Great
need for
Monsees,
Revivify?
Lugosi magazine from
I guess we already
1886.
had
There'll be
some
a
for
few
Revivify. We got it
revivifies.
last game, if I remember
92
correctly.
pages with no illustrations, not even on the cover.
This is worth way more than a Revivify diamond would be.
Ooh, yeah, that's like bigger than the Hope Diamond, I think.
Yeah. He's like, we find these little shiny rocks, and we don't use them, but I know outside of the valley, people use them for trade. So here you go. Would you like a different color? Is that a good color? He
We
kind of pulls
appreciate
open it.
this
He
very
pulls out a
much.
bag out of his pocket, and you see he's got
Yeah, I'm gonna have one then blue.
ruby, sapphire, emerald.
If they are of no consequence to you, and we would appreciate as much as we can get.
I like all the colors.
Well,
All
if
the
you can
colors.
completely eliminate all of the bugs down there and ensure that they won't come back, I think I can give you a couple extra as well as a personal
Yes.
thank you from me.
Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself and look a gift horse in the mouth.
Well, hang on. You need onyx, right? Instead of diamond to resurrect your.
Yes, I just didn't want to disrespect such a gift. I know you could use diamond.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not for us. It's for you. Do you have a black one?
He looks and he does have one, and he's like, "Do you want this one instead?"
Yes, that's.
Is it the same size?
I am very
It's
grateful.
a little bit bigger, but roughly the same size. Yeah.
Holy shit, that's a lot of onyx.
You can
When
make
you
that
need it
guy like
more.
10
You make an
times.
army of
I could,
ghouls.
yeah, I know, I could resurrect an army now. How much would it be worth roughly?
It forced the reader to use their imagination. So while a specific scene could be
3,000.
described horrifically
Yeah.
with blood and
That's
gore,
30
there was
ghouls.
not much to go along with.
Holy
The
shit.
fans many times wouldn't catch on if they flipped through their childhood magazine.
Put that in your
Although it's
book.
probably a lot smarter to just have it as a, yeah, it's going in the book.
But we can get more if we go fight the things. Okay, so 2 questions. One for you guys. Is it hotter down there or cooler?
Once you get past the blood layer, it cools rapidly.
Okay, because I can't think. I don't think I can handle much more than this. And 2, we should probably just check with our escort. No, we're the escorts. They're the clients, I guess. Make sure they're okay.
They are okay with everything. They ask if they can not wait in the lava-filled hand. And they say they can, and Irog says he will go sit with them somewhere that is not so hot to watch over them while you are gone. Or if that's too intimidating, he said he can send an escort of Azer.
then I
We're
think
not-
we're good.
We're not gonna burn to death down there, right?
No, we'll go around the blood pool for the forge, and then once we get underneath it, you'll be fine.
The blood pool meaning the blood of the first giant.
Yes.
I see.
And you know they're
Fascinating.
referring to the lava as the blood pool.
Yeah. Very fascinating.
Okay.
All right.
Without any further ado,
All right. I will take you there. And you guys head out and start heading down, and I think that's a good spot to take our break real quick. Nope. So let's come back in about 15 minutes or so. And when we do, we'll see what's down in the pit below.
Awesome.
stuff.
Sounds good.
All right. We'll see you guys in a couple. All right, welcome back, everybody. So, as we continue, you guys get ready to head into the cave or the mine. They walk you down. And when it gets to the point where he can't go any farther, he kind of pushes you guys along and says, just go straight. You'll find him. Good luck. Oops. Helps if I load the map up.
They're just RUST is what they're called.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I forgot to ask. I might have missed the conversation. Did we ask the DM if we were able to change our cantrips?
He said yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I switched to shape water. Gwen said that she wanted to keep message.
Exactly.
Pretty sure because I'm like also there. I was out of cantrips I wanted.
I could do
Gotcha.
coiffure and make Raceland's hair look nice since he's the only one that has hair.
Right.
I never thought about it like that.
We got feathers.
What is
we
this
got
cantrip? I don't even
metal,
know
we
what
got
this is.
wood.
Why the fuck
It's,
I have it?
It's a cantrip that Ollie made for his game.
Actually, yeah, actually Gwen designed it in my game, so she's the one who was like, "Hey, I want a spell to style my hair."
Yeah,
That's funny.
it says I could do multiples of the following effect. Curl or straighten lasts for an hour. Color lasts for an hour. Braid or updo. Grow it or cut it. 1 inch per 5 minutes of concentration.
Does do your feathers count for changing the color, or are you not allowed to?
I don't know.
You
I've
could
never tried.
only do the feathers on your head.
Okay, so you could have a
Give
different.
yourself a pink feathered mohawk.
Yeah.
Oh, message is something that is just given to me. I can't change it.
Oh, is it from your
It'll come back
clerics
eventually.
skill?
It'll be useful again at some point. It's just not useful right now.
Just gotta wait for the cell
Oh.
tower to load.
Oh, it's from my magic initiate.
Oh, I understand. Magic initiative.
All right, so you guys come from the top up here.
Here? Oh, in the middle.
Yeah.
Stop
I'll move. I'll
following me.
move. I'll go back.
I'm flying, so
I'll
it
be at
doesn't matter where I'm at the bridge.
I'm at the back of the pack.
I actually.
When you come out, you have enough room to fly. Before that, it would have been about 5 feet tall is all.
Gotcha. Okay.
How well lit is this place?
There's some torches, but not super well lit.
Bam, Raceland, Eyes of Night.
Oh, okay, okay.
You just instantly go. You can see 300 feet.
Jesus, I've got the eyes of a bat. If a bat could see really well.
You have it for an hour.
Cool.
I have the eyes of a bat if a bat could see really well.
So what do I
All
see?
right.
If I can see perfectly through the dark shadow, dim lighting, do I see any bad things?
You do.
Sweet. I have the same footage.
Sitting in the middle of the room, you see this creature
Oh!
that's dripping rust.
Oh man.
I know what
Those
you're
are
saying
not
about the whole
well
model
looking
thing,
creatures.
but that turned out that would be a cool model to make.
This one, it's all it gave me. So all of them are going to be model looking things.
That looks really good, actually.
Yeah, they did a really good job on painting that.
I'm gonna use Misty Step to teleport here with my hood up, and then I try to hide in the darkness with my
Okay.
bow drawn.
When you do that, we're going to stop and bring up initiative for everybody. Because you just teleported on top of another one.
Oh.
Oh.
It was even more stealthy than you.
Yeah, and I got a 31. That's very
No,
stealthy.
just from the angle he was at, he couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Hang on. Sorry.
Damn, Gwen.
Gwen's like, look at me, I go first.
Yeah, but then it didn't show up because we were clearing that out.
Nah,
Ollie,
nah.
That's it.
Ollie, I'll give you advantage.
Oh, thanks. 19. Much better.
Yeah. I rolled for Boudica using something else and I got the same number, so hers was on there.
Oh, I had mine on there.
I was clearing it as you guys were going on
Oh.
there.
Oh.
I still laugh. Gwen, parentheses, Nakey.
Went from maybe to Nikki.
Why, though? You're not naked.
So I don't have any of my stuff. I'm naked of stuff. I
Next
mean,
to
I
my
was
name,
mostly
it's
naked of stuff
itemless.
before too. I didn't have a lot of stuff, but you know.
Mine says itemless.
I like mine better.
Yeah, Nikki's definitely better.
Well, granted, she is also wearing very little, like from what you've described.
All right. Let's yeah, there's music playing somewhere. Let's go ahead and get started. Gwen, you're up, and you have advantage on this first turn.
Okay. And I have no plan.
You see one in the middle of the room, and you heard Saltic go, ah, as he teleported over there.
Grayson.
Sure.
Him too.
Sure.
That guy too.
What can I do from this? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make a patch of some spike growth in 20-foot radius. 20-foot radius.
We're doing violent things.
Whoa.
Wow.
So I'm gonna
'Cause they're
just make
not
a
friend-shaped.
just gonna
Not
make a
friendship.
circle. Like pretty much most of this platform.
You can make it a circle or whatever. Your
Yeah, I never knew that.
maybe we can't. Never mind.
Yeah.
There you go. Someone can.
What do you know?
It just
I
doesn't
knew that.
it just doesn't stay.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, you can do that with paint, but
Dang. That really puts the size of a fireball in perspective.
Where did you
yeah,
put it?
right.
That one?
So it's closer. So essentially, it ends where the bridge ends. So like, yeah, like that.
Okay.
So if it tries to come towards us, it has to go through the spike growth.
All right. Perfect.
Is it 20 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'll clear mine. If I can. Thank you.
All right.
This place
Perfect.
needed a little foliage.
Awesome. Anything else?
No, I'll just move as far over on this one person bridge so Butter can get past me, or she can just like hop over me with her little wings.
Perfect. Raceling, you're up. You see a creature right behind you.
Okay. So is this like the ledge? Like can he fall here?
Yeah,
Is it?
but he's still back in the tunnel behind you there.
So he's in a tunnel right now.
Well, he's like at the mouth of the tunnel, and you're on the platform right outside
If
the tunnel.
I ran here, would I be able to
There's
shove
a wall
him?
right there.
Okay. So if he came here, then I could make him do.
Correct.
So this is the ledge. Okay. So he'll go all the way around like that, and he'll try to shove the guy forward. So he pushes him as hard as he can.
All right, make your athletics check.
Okay, and then he uses telekinesis with his bonus action to try to like pull him over the edge, which is
Is telekinesis an action or a bonus action?
it's a bonus action, whereas the push was an action. So as a bonus action, you can try to telekinetically shove one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. You so the target must succeed on a strength saving throw, DC 8, plus your proficiency bonus plus the modifier. So you need to do a strength save to my spell DC, I guess?
Yeah, of whatever.
So 4 plus... So 8 plus your proficiency bonus is 3, so that's 11, plus my ability of modifier, which is 4, so 15.
And it saves.
Okay. And, I already did 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Ollie, you are up. You see this one down here.
Do I see any others?
How far is your sight in dim light?
120 feet. I have dark vision.
How long's the map? You can see one more coming from down on the bottom.
And how tall is the ceiling?
It's about 40 feet in here.
40 feet. Okay. So let's put this map. 1 second.
Lure them towards us! Says Gwen, because people can't necessarily see the.
Yeah. Ollie will fly. Do. 1 second.
Ollie, you do notice there's one other one in the pile over here that you can see.
Awesome. All right.
That one looks cool.
It's like deep
Gwen
fried
wants to take
Asian.
that one home.
Yeah, of course, because it's friend shaped.
These, it looks like it, instead of the bug theme, it interpreted that as a monster made of rust.
It did, because I got some that looked like gelatinous rust.
Which, I mean, hey, maybe that's canon in this world. They're like a rust elemental.
It is now.
All right.
If anything, I think that's cooler.
Ollie's gonna fly over here. He's about 15 feet up in the air. So that way it's still within. And he is going to cast on himself Spirit Guardians. So
Okay.
if they enter that area, they must make a, which automatically this creature will, they must make a DC 18 Wisdom save for it, or take every turn 14 radiant, and their movement is halved.
Okay.
So that'll be my turn. So let me see if I can put a aura on myself. Yeah, I can. Cool. Let me do that right now. There we go. So yeah, anything that enters there must make a wisdom save.
All right. And it will make the wisdom save on the start of its turn. 16.
14 radiant, and its movement speed is halved.
Okay. It is angry, but it can't reach you, so it's going to go attack Raceland. And it crits.
I'm going to cast Unlock on that.
Okay.
So let's reroll. It's
21.
not crit.
Does that hit, Raceland?
I cast shield, raising my AC to 22.
Okay. All right, so it tries to bite you and is chewing on the magical shield that you're holding up in front of yourself. This one is going to charge through. That slows its speed, and it takes 2d4 piercing every 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. 8, 16, 24, dead.
Come at us!
As it's charging at Saltek.
It sees, oh, dessert.
Yeah.
This one's going 10, 20, 8, 16. So it's taken 16 damage. This one is going to go 10, 20, 30,
I mean,
40.
it doesn't necessarily take the full to roll the 2d4.
Meh, that's what it is for this round.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to complain.
Like that's pretty useful.
And there is a fifth one that comes charging out and busts through the wall over here, and that went 10, 20, 30, 40, and it takes 16 as well. All right. All right. Boudica, you're up. Boudica, if you're talking, you're on mute.
Yep, yes I am. I'm gonna shoot that one.
Which
It was
one?
the one by Raceland.
Okay, you will have to move because you cannot see it from the angle you're at because it's kind of tucked back in there.
Oh, fly over everybody.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yep.
Does a 25 hit?
25 does hit.
6 damage.
All right.
That's my turn. Actually, can I cast a spiritual weapon as a bonus action?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do that and place it over by this guy as well and
Okay.
attack with it.
What is your weapon of choice?
Um,
A second Boudica?
Yeah.
Second Boudica.
yeah, we'll do a second Boudica. Little Boudicas.
All right. Roll your damage or your spiritual weapon attack.
I gotta attack first with it. 24 hit.
Yep.
13. It did
All right.
better than I did.
All right. Little Boudica runs over and kicks it, and it dies.
Yay.
Like, Rayson nods at her, tries to hide.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right. Saltek, you are up.
Gotcha. Does it look like these things are just dumb enough to charge through the spike growth so far, just charging towards me?
Absolutely. But
Gotcha.
Saltek, I want you to make a perception check.
Okay.
The metal in your body starts to vibrate and you feel something. You don't know what that is. You feel something though. You don't know if
Does
it's
it?
being in the mine or what.
Oh, okay.
Is it
But
like
you
painful,
feel
or...
it feels like you're resonating.
Do my patrons say anything? Or are they
No, but
confused?
they all got quiet.
Oh.
That's
Interesting.
pretty
For the
rare.
first time in a very long time, there is silence in your head.
Whoa.
That's
Interesting.
scary.
Yeah. Well, then I am just gonna Eldritch Blast these bad boys, and oh, I wish I had Repelling Blast. That'd be super nifty right now. I'm just gonna shoot the closest one with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
It's like Iron Man. Both their
Fire your
hands
shot.
go.
The first one kills that one.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
And I'll fire the other one at the other rust monster, if that hits.
That does not.
Gotcha. Cool.
You miss, it goes swinging past and hits this rock face over here.
Right on. And I got no bonus actions, so that'll do it.
When you're up.
Okay, cool. I will move up by Boudica. No, the one by Raceland is gone. I'll still move up by Boudica. I just feel like, can I hit it with a chill touch? Sure.
The friendly looking one or the one farthest away?
You know what? The one farthest away hasn't been hit yet, and it's within the range, so we'll go with the further one. Also, the
Alright.
cuter one is cute.
You hit it and deal 14 damage.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Raceland, you're up.
Okay. So he takes a pot shot with his bow and arrow at this guy here. How much did you hit him for, Gwen?
14.
14. Maybe I won't do sharpshooter. I'll just shoot him like a normal person. 17 hit?
It does.
Apparently I got a nat 1 on my damage, so 6 damage.
And the farther away one you said, right?
Correct.
Okay, it takes 6 damage. It's looking angry but not dead.
And I left all my daggers at home, so I will use my bonus action to hide. And I go back into the mine a little bit so that I'm out of their range. And then with the hood up, of course, as it has been for a while,
Okay.
I try to blend into the shadows. The 29.
All right. At the end of your turn, but before Ollie's, this wall shatters.
Which one? Oh, the south.
That
Okay.
Raceland just hit with the Eldritch Blast.
What is
And
that?
this thing comes smashing through the wall.
Wait,
What?
Celtic hit the wall with an Eldritch Blast?
Oh.
I thought he was shooting
Wha-
He
the...
missed.
Okay.
What is that thing?
Say hello to our little friend.
Is it bigger than the fire giant?
No. It's smaller than the big fire giant and about the same size as the other fire giant.
Is
Okay.
the little dwarf fire monster like following us versus the squirt one?
Yes, there is a Azer with you standing behind you.
Does it have any expression? Does it look like it knows this guy or like it's afraid of this guy?
It
Or is it
looks
gone?
confused as hell. Well, I mean, it's the metal almost construct, so its face doesn't change much, but it still looks confused. It just kind of looks at you and goes, I'll go report this.
I'll
And
go
leaves.
report this.
I'll go report this and leaves.
Yeah,
I tell us if we're not supposed to kill it.
No, kill it.
Like, no,
Don't?
yes, kill it, or no, no, don't kill it.
He's gone.
Can we roll an insight check to figure out what
Yeah.
exactly he was trying to say?
You can. One of you.
I got +9.
I got +10.
You go ahead.
All right.
I'm hiding, so.
That's 7.
That's a nat 20.
Ah!
Dang, 30? Okay.
He was saying, no, don't wait, kill it now.
Kill it now.
We're rolling hot today.
The nat 20. All right, and it's Ollie's turn. So
Kill it. Got it.
cool. Cool. Let's see.
Are you like flying right now?
Yep.
Okay.
So I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at it at 2nd level. So let's see how this goes. And does a 15 hit?
It strikes it and doesn't seem to phase it at all.
Miss.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So this is like a weird question, but for owl anatomy in the world, do you have arms separate of wings?
Oh yeah, I have separate wings.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So like almost like angel owls.
Yep.
Okay, got you.
That's not what any of the art shows. Or Ember, you should have told me you had arms and wings when I made the art, because you just have wings with hands.
Oh, I mean, it looks cool. I didn't
That's
even
all that
notice.
counts.
I
I
didn't
didn't
notice
even
either.
notice.
My wings are usually folded underneath my robe, but yeah, I.
We're it's flying and using semantic expressions, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, that's how that works. Now I know how he does his homework and takes all those notes
Just assumed they did it with their,
with the
with less
thumb.
arm and more hand. Like
Yeah.
you can still do the woo with your hands while still slapping.
Uh,
Well, that's the end of my turn because I already used my. So yeah, I'm done. Actually, I'll move a little bit. Let me move my character since that one is there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, I'll move my character there. End turn.
All right. The rust monster's turn and charge at this thing.
Well,
It
that one
just
needs to make a wisdom save. It's going to be reduced to a quarter movement.
Well, that one dies.
Okay.
Roll-
that one just dies. We don't need to
It's gonna
roll.
die going through there, so it
Oh,
goes to
that happy.
run and it dies. This one though gets there, and I closed that. Son of a monkey tits. And it's gonna bite this thing, and it gets advantage because it is made out of metal, and it still doesn't do much.
I wonder if the thing could rust from it or not.
You can, looking at it, make a perception check. You can see this thing is pitted and breaking. It looks like these things have been chewing on it.
Interesting.
So all of those little, besides the big holes, all the other little cracks and stuff in it seem to have been from the rust monsters trying to chew on it.
And not succeeding, obviously.
Not succeeding well, but they do find holes where there's gaps in it. But Bodica, you're up.
Can I use my free action to call out to it and be like, "Are you friendly, or are you gonna try and kill us?"
You can certainly try. What language are you speaking?
Since I have tongues up and it looks,
I would have said Ali would
uh,
have told you what the Azair said. Kill it. So, just FYI.
yeah, uh, like a golem speech. I don't know. Talk to it in giant.
You still have tongues up, you said?
Yeah. Unless it's been an hour since we've been down here.
No. So what do you say exactly?
We were told to kill you, but I mean, it looks like the rust monsters are trying to eat you too. So are you like a bad guy, or are you trying to like kill the fire giants? Did you used to be one?
As soon as you say the word kill the first time, it looks at you and it seems to hone in on you.
I don't want to kill you. Don't hurt me.
I'm envisioning like rockets getting shot out of it.
Don't give him ideas, Raceland. Ah, it looks mean, doesn't it?
Well,
God
it's staring at you and it's starting to glow.
Oh God. I have things that I can do. Mm, ah. I'm going to. I'm gonna move my other Buttercup a little closer. Because it's my speed, right? That it can move.
Do you have
And
50
Yeah.
flying or?
It's a floating spectral object.
It's your walking speed that it moves.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Gotcha.
move it there. And then I'm gonna fly my happy ass over there.
Or you don't have 50 flying? Or I guess you don't need it to get there.
No, I only have 30 flying.
Okay.
My
I
flying
don't
is my
know
walking
why.
speed.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
And then I'm gonna moonbeam it. It needs to make a con saving throw.
17.
It saves, so it still takes half damage. So it takes 5.
So how much damage is it? 5 damage?
Yeah, it takes 5.
Okay. Alright.
That's my turn.
Saltek, you're up.
Okay. Is spike growth still active right here?
Yes.
Gotcha. I will hang back then. And I'm just within range. I'll do Hexblade's Curse on this bad boy and shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at him.
Go for it.
What is the Warlock ability that lets you shoot 2? I just don't know
You
the
just get
name.
2 beams at 5th level.
Oh, cool. Oh, okay. That's how
It
you get
maxes
like
out at 4.
extra attack, basically.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Both hit.
Nice.
What does Hexblade's Curse do?
It adds bonus damage to any damage roll equal to my proficiency bonus, so an extra 3. I crit on a 19 or 20, and if I kill it, I gain temporary HP equal to my Warlock level.
Perfect.
Or no, do I heal that much? I can't remember. I don't know. It won't matter. It'll be dead, so.
Right. Alright. Gwen, you are up.
Oh, cool. I don't have a lot that,
I tried to talk to it, Gwen. It's trying to kill me.
I don't want to circle, but that's fine.
Don't nuke us.
Dude, if I still didn't have like an 80-foot radius.
80 foot isn't enough.
No. I'll just she'll touch it from afar because you don't have to touch it.
Give it a cold breeze.
Yeah, for 3 damage. If it even affects it, it's necrotic. This is a giant fire metal monster.
Necrotic does seem to affect it, so.
Okay. Yeah. And then she stays where she is, hiding behind the Tech.
Alright. Raceland, you're up.
So I had rolled on my bonus action last turn a 29 in stealth after moving into the cave. Am I in a hidden form?
Yes.
Or okay. So I slip out just enough so that I can see the golem,
Mm-hmm.
and then I take a shot using sharpshooter after using after using sharpshooter. Okay.
All right. You crit. Roll your damage. All right. You roll a
20, so 44. Is that what I'm seeing? It looks like the sneak attack plus sharpshooter was 19 plus 3, which would be 22, and the piercing is 11 plus 1. Though I'm not seeing the crit
yes.
damage on it.
22, 34 plus 18 is 62. However, your shot goes, and you know you hit well, and it pings harmlessly off of it.
Okay. Do I have? Should I roll an insight to know whether or not I feel like it's magical damage needs to happen, or
You would know that you hit it as best you could, and it didn't do
and it
anything. Its
did
armor's
nothing?
too thick. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
I cast Hunter's Mark on it with my bonus action.
Okay.
And then I slip back into the cave. And I relinquish my turn.
All right. On its turn, it is first going to take a step forward and step on the rust monster in front of it and squish it.
When the nat one squishes it, you know you're in trouble.
And then it's going to look at Boudica, the real
Stop.
Boudica.
Innocent.
And Boudica, I need you to make a dex save. The DC is 17.
Oh no. Okay. I got this. I got this. I don't got this.
All right. A 100-foot line of fire shoots out of the center eye hole towards you, blasting everything in its way, causing the wooden platform around you to catch on fire. And you take 19 points of fire damage, and everything around you is on fire. At the beginning of your next turn, you will take an additional 1d6 fire damage if you stay there. Let me put some fire on there so you know what's on fire. As soon as it loads, I'll put fire on there. It then moves to right there. And that'll be the end of its turn. Ollie, you are up.
Cool, cool. Just saw all that happen. So just to double check, necrotic damage worked. When I sent the guiding bolt, that 15 missed, or did it seem like it was immune to radiant damage?
It just seemed like it missed.
Okay, just wanted to make sure if it was like immunity or any of that stuff. So
You hit it like on what you could tell was probably the thickest spot of its armor. Like it probably may have done something if you hadn't hit that spot in particular.
gotcha. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, it's targeting Boudica. He doesn't like that. I save some spells just in case. Let's try a guiding bolt at first level. Let's try it that way.
All right.
29 to hit.
29 hits.
So that's 21 radiant. Next attack has advantage. And that animation fire is awesome.
I also have it in blue.
Yes.
All right.
And I'm gonna fly just so that I'm flying diagonally up. Right here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. How tall is this creature?
It is about 20 feet tall.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Or 15 feet tall. 15, 20 feet tall, somewhere in there.
Okay, so if it's 15 feet, I'm gonna fly 15 feet above it, just so that it's within range. But just in case if it has a 10-foot reach, it's gonna miss.
Okay.
So, but it's still now getting caught with the Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. There are no more rust monsters left. Boudica, you are up, and everything around you is on fire.
I'm gonna fly up
Okay.
so that I'm out of the fire.
You did take another 6 points of damage from the fire as you started your turn there.
Okay.
See, also in blue.
Also in blue.
I'm gonna fly right there. I realized that I had 2 concentration spells up. My spirit guardians or spiritual weapon is gone.
Okay. Baby Boudica's gone.
Wait, is Spirit Guard? I don't think the spiritual weapon is a concentration spell.
Is it not?
No, it's. I thought it was just a. Let me double check.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say that's just.
Sorry, I
cast it.
totally thought it was. I forgot it's spirit guardians. It is.
Yeah.
In that case,
Baby Boudica's back.
There you go.
so I'm gonna attack with that guy.
Okay.
Ah. Oh, whoops. I should probably roll the hit first, stooge. 24 hit.
24 hits.
It takes 11 force damage. And then my moonbeam will actually affect it on the start of its turn.
Okay. Oh, I didn't roll to. What was the save on that?
So when I first cast it, that was the first damage that it took.
Okay.
So on the start of its turn, this go around, it'll take another
It just
damage.
takes it.
Yeah. It's a con save.
I think that fails. Roll the damage.
Ooh. Terrible. 8. It's a concentration.
You're like, all my spells are concentration.
I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
So it's a d20 plus 9. I don't know why it's not. So does 18 plus 9, that's 27 hit?
Yes.
And then it'll take oh my god, just roll it. 7 cold damage.
All right. It takes the damage.
All right, that's my turn.
Saltek, you are up.
It felt so difficult.
But it was good though. It was like Magic the Gathering dirtling.
It's like I gotta do this.
Didn't realize I was muted. Has anyone dealt slashing damage to this thing? Have we seen what that looks like?
No, only piercing, and it didn't even affect it.
Piercing was bad.
Gotcha. So far, it's only been spells.
Piercing had 0 effect on it.
But you have that Eldritch Blast move that you can do.
Yeah.
And that was
It's
pretty
just-
effective, right?
My only concentration spell is Cloud of Daggers, so I might go ahead and cast that on it. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna do that. So,
Okay.
Whoops. Display. That's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I'll just put the cube basically right here, so it has to walk through it.
So it's basically on its head.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no save against it, so roll your damage.
When it enters the spell, yeah. So, and that's 6 slashing damage.
Okay. It seems to take the damage.
Okay. Cool.
All right. When you are up.
Okay. I don't think it's coming towards us. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the circle of stuff. And also, I'm afraid of this platform that's burning next to Buttercup, so I want to get onto rock where it's not gonna burn.
Fair.
35, yeah, 30. That should have gotten me close enough. Yeah, sure. And just because I'm interested, and I don't think doing another 3 damage is going to do a lot of good, I'm casting Detect Thought, and let's see if I can get the gist of what it's thinking.
All right. You cast that, and it has no thoughts.
Hmm. Okay.
It has an intelligence of 3.
Okay. It seems smarter than that, but all right.
3's
It,
dumber than a dog.
It understood the word kill.
It did
That's why
understand the
it's
word
angry at
kill.
you.
That
It
might be
didn't
the
understand
one
enough
word
of the
it knows.
sentence.
It has a higher wisdom, but it has a very, very low intelligence.
Okay, well, now I'm here. Okay.
All right. Raceland, you are up.
He tries to hide.
All right.
And then moves in and takes a shot. Because he's curious if he knows the arrow doesn't work, but he's curious if the hunter's mark will do anything.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna use sharpshooter because I know that the sharpshooter damage doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Sorry. So
So that hits.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
What type of damage is sneak attack? Just like out of curiosity.
It's whatever the weapon is. It's piercing.
Okay. Okay, so it reflects the. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay, and then it does. Hunter's marked as a D6, right? Yeah, D6.
Okay. Hunter's Mark still does the same type of damage because it's just an extra d6 to the weapon damage.
So it just enhances his own abilities.
Right.
He looks
So
at it disappointed as the arrow blocks off and he skulks back into his cave.
yeah.
Well done, Raceland.
All right. It's turn. It starts charging up again on its.
It must make a wisdom save to start.
And it would take Cloud of Daggers damage.
Yeah, so it takes the full 18 damage and is slowed. Half
Okay.
speed.
What's the cloud of damage?
Cloud of damage.
The cloud of damage.
18, so 23 total.
Yep.
All right. All right. So it gets its fire beam attack back though. And all of you guys in this row have hit it, so it is now going to point and fire all of you guys.
Oh, we're lined up. Awesome.
I'm up in
Dex.
the air.
I'm in the cave. I don't know if he can hit
So
me
where
or
is he
not.
target? He's not gonna be able to hit all of us.
Oh, that's right.
At least that's true.
Oh, he's gonna shoot at you, Ollie,
Okay, that's fine.
in an upward arc.
Yeah, as long as he's not hitting everyone else. That like. If I
Yeah.
want
So make a Dex save.
Dex save for Ollie. Let's roll for it. That's a 16.
It's a 17 save. So
So close.
You take 14 points of fire damage.
Cool.
And because he's shooting upwards, he also hits the ceiling. And rocks start to fall from the ceiling, so I need everybody but Raceland to make another Dex save. DC is going to be 12. Ollie, you're
doing like Star Wars super evasion moves.
Yep.
Going through the meteor cloud.
And Gwen.
Oh, sorry.
All of you are able to dodge as the rocks fall from the ceiling, and nobody takes any damage.
Nice.
And I also maintain concentration on Spirit Guardians.
Perfect.
How come you had to roll for it? Just
Hey,
like for my
16s.
own edification.
Praise the 16.
Nice.
I was just rolling for the damage. I just wanted to see how much damage it would have been if you guys had taken it.
No, I was curious why Ollie did a Constitution save.
Oh yeah, because Spirit Guardians. I'm maintaining concentration on Spirit Guardians.
Because he got hit by the fire beam.
Yep.
Oh, you did get hit by the fire beam.
Yeah.
He just didn't get hit
I
by the
get
falling rocks afterwards.
I understand now. That makes sense.
All right, the fire is spreading again.
It's not burning
a lot
the
of
stone though,
fire.
right? It's just burning the wood bridge.
It is starting to spread to parts of the stone, and Ollie or Boudica that are right there, you can make a nature, or Boudica, since you're right there, you can make a nature check to see if you know why.
18?
There's a coal vein right there.
Okay.
All right, Ollie, you are up.
All right, we're just gonna keep hammering it as much as we can. So we'll. Do I notice the fire going haywire there?
If you look back that direction, you would see it spreading.
Okay.
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Because we prepare create food and water every day.
Yeah,
so
I got
we could just dump water on it. So, all right, if you got that, that's cool. I'm going to throw another guiding bolt at it. Does a 21 hit?
That 21 hits.
17 radiant, and it glows once more.
All right. Ollie, this time you fire, and you get it in this vent shaft on the top. And you see your guiding bolt go inside. And it starts to glow from the inside. This time not with fire, but with the radiant energy.
Like Death Star vibe, like it went through the little
Yeah.
portal.
I need all of you to make one more dex save as
Including
this
me?
thing explodes in fire and shrapnel.
What? Including me if I'm in the thing?
Yes,
Okay.
because the DC is 15.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay, if you pass, you will take half damage. If you fail, you're taking the full damage.
No, 7s. 13, so I'm taking the full damage.
All right.
I'm gonna use one of my luck points.
Oof, 30?
One of my luck points. Okay. Ouch. 2 luck points.
You rolled a 20. Oh, you rolled a 19. Yeah.
I rolled a 9 the first time.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been nice if I rolled a 26.
All right. So everybody takes 15, except for Ollie, you take 30.
Makes sense, I'm right there.
How are
Half
you looking
fire,
right now?
half fire, half piercing, as shrapnel and fire rain and explode from this. And it is down.
I'm gonna immediately cast Create Water and douse the flames.
Okay. And you are in the way. And you put the fire out.
WM.
Wild magic.
Oh,
We're due a few wild magic rolls.
Gwen, roll some wild magic.
she's like, oh yeah, I cast some spells. Whoops.
All right. You never hit it, so you're fine.
Well,
It's
sad,
only a
but okay.
ticking time bomb now, though.
That's right.
Just wait.
So even taking
Some
that,
weird dude's gonna appear out of a portal and tell us do gambling in some weird fake casino soon. We all know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Ollie's like, Ollie's bleeding, but he toughed it out. God, he took a flamethrower, and a fireball essentially, and he's still
I
standing.
know.
I can't
No
believe it.
feathers.
Bodica's really hurt.
I have no faith in Raisin's constitution. Honestly, I will use all my luck points to
All
keep
right,
you from
let's
being here.
everyone gather around. Let me do a prayer of healing for us all, because that hurt.
Much needed, my friend.
I'm limping all the way over.
And
Y'all got hurt?
and I'm gonna cast prayer of healing after 10 minutes praying, and everyone gets 12 healing.
Awesome. About that time, your Azer friend comes back.
Wow, what
And
timing?
and he goes, "Hey, boss says, to try to not break it." Oh,
There was kind of an
I'm
explosion.
okay,
afraid
he
we
broke
failed
it.
at that.
Maybe he can fix it still.
Try not to break the crazy death column.
Would you mind telling us what that was?
Probably old guardian from ancient mine.
I see.
Maybe he can fix it.
No, it's fine. That's probably what was attracting rest monsters. Come now, let's go. Back
Very
up.
well.
And he leads you guys back up.
That was all the rest monsters?
Sure, that's it? Okay.
There's no
Yeah.
like nest growing down here or anything that we need to go explore.
He figures. He tells you he's walking back up that was probably what was attracting them, and with their food source gone, they'll disappear. There may be one or two left, but the majority of them will vanish.
I don't know. It squished them pretty good. I don't know how much they were feeding on him. Unless they went in like a herd, maybe. I mean, maybe if they all attacked at the same time, like
Well,
swarmed him.
Raceland woke it up.
It's
Or not
Saltic.
Raceland. Saltic woke it up when he hit it with the Eldritch Blast.
Gotcha.
All right. So you guys get back up, and
am I able to get those arrows back, or are they just completely toast?
they're gone. They're
Okay.
those ones were obliterated.
I had a feeling. Yeah.
And we will go over what happens with these guys when we get back next week.
All right.
So I think we're a good stopping point, and we'll pick up next week, guys.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay,
All
cool.
right.
So next week we're going to cover. Oh wait, no, yeah. All right.
Next week we'll start right here, and we'll see where we go.
Okay, good stuff. That was cool.
Yeah, that was a really good fight.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you guys like it.
Yep. So everyone have a good night.
All right.